to start us off with, I'm actually going to begin just taking the venison off the bone. Along the backbone, you can feel that, so you want to work either side. So the reason why we're going to start with the venison today is because I want to give a little marinade of, we're going to go juniper and we're going to go just some coffee. Okay, the juniper, we are going to slightly smoke the loins over later after searing, and that'll just add a lovely little flavour. So all I'm doing is just following the bone structure around. Okay, so you can hear that. That's the guide mark.
Yeah, but don't worry, Rusty will clear up any bits that are left over.
So that's.
It smells nice as well.
It's not fully gamey, and I you know, as much as I love food, I don't want all of my food to be fully aged. I mean, I don't like beef that's massively aged. I like it to taste of beef rather than old beef, if that makes sense. It hung for only 28 days, but actually I think with this today, I think if you've got a butcher you can speak to that can give you or sell you venison that isn't massively hung. You can see the colour on this meat; it's sensational. This is fallow deer. This is from Yorkshire as well. So I'm going to get rid of those bones. If your butcher does this for you, he will mince that down, and you can use that for sort of for I don't know, for chilies or anything else you want to use that for. So it's, again, you don't want to waste too much along the way. Yeah. And because that silver skin is quite hard, I'm just running my knife against that rather than the flesh. So obviously you don't have to do this, you can get your butcher to do it, but it's just a nice little thing to be able to do. So just going to quickly trim around that. In fact, I think the Wild Room set up at one of the markets in London every weekend, because obviously they want to maximise their sales of product. I'm now getting used to the knife now as well. That one's going to go in half as well. Okay, and just trim off that end there. We're going to sear it in pieces like that, and I'm going to cut portions, nice portions along the side. Okay, and all we're going to do now is we're going to dust it with coffee, which sounds a bit of an odd one, but if you think coffee, pumpkin, all those flavours, it's not so alien at all. You regard this a bit like the pastrami seasoning, like it's just a crust on the outside. That's all it's going to be. In an ideal world, you want to marinate this for 24 hours, but because I want to show you this technique and just the flavours of it, so you can come in, you can smell that coffee on there. It does just smell like coffee, but that's ideal. Because all that's going to do is just sear up, that'll draw out some of the moisture from the venison, as well as it'll permeate, it also enriches the colour of the meat as you go. I'm now going to season quite heavily. Hopefully that is salt.
Not the other stuff.
Or yeah, not Ultratex either.
Yeah, they're really good knives.
Yeah.
They're the ones that Chris turned up with, so that just tells you.
So you think that's a lot of salt, but fundamentally that will all
but these are all
come off.
brown colours.
Nice.
There's a rule with steaks. If the salt doesn't stick, if you season it up, dab it off, that's the perfect amount of salt to go on the top. Does that mean I'm driving them home when I finish?
Yeah. Oh, good idea.
You can chop us off on the way home.
The kale up. So the kale has been salted and oiled. And what this is going to do is going to, along with those chicory leaves that we have in the other room, it's going to form a little bit of salad to go on top of the venison.
Yeah.
So the venison's now searing. That'll come out. That'll rest. I don't think you can.
It's very nice to have the girls that go with them now.
Oh wow.
So each piece is obviously different thickness. So these little bits will cook a bit quicker than this will. In fact, that needs a bit longer.
You got the end.
So it's probably about 15 minutes in total.
So sort of 7.5, 8 minutes each side.
It will just rotate it around, to be honest.
Yeah. You got the thing. What was that sauce?
It's venison sauce. I made it yesterday. Then we're going to go some bitter leaves. So it's not a salad. Of course, we know it's not a salad, but let's just take it to if we're doing family style, let's make it a posh family style, shall we?
That's what I'm going to call everything.
And that's it, guys. That's the main course to share amongst yourselves.